Hello, welcome back to the channel of nonsense. It's Sunday, which is not the day I would normally choose to ride because the more fecal end of the motorbiking gene pool is usually out for a ride, doing all the illegal things like crossing solid lines and stuff like that. And also it's the first sunny Sunday of the year, which is normally not a good day to be out on a motorbike if you want to continue being pleased to be around motorcyclists. But I've noticed something already, and I kind of want your thoughts on it because I'm not sure if I'm the only person that feels like this, but no one's nodding. No one's nodding back to me. I've been past probably already 100 motorcyclists since leaving Dorking about 15 minutes ago. Everyone's out, first ride of the year, and I'm nodding, but no one's nodding back. Can I get a nod off these people? Hello? No. Oh, maybe a twitch. No, one there. Yeah, nodding percentages have fallen faster than, well, respect for Donald Trump in the world, and I don't think anyone had much anyway. But should we care? I don't ride motorbikes to be nodded at, but I also don't ride motorbikes to feel like everyone else on the road. So I always feel like motorcycling, being a motorcyclist, you're in part of a club that's a bit exclusive. You've spent a lot of time and money getting the the license, the gear to go and experience the best form of motorised transport this side of a T72. And I always thought, since I started riding, that nodding was just a lovely part of it. You kind of always felt a sense of, not belonging, but just being part of a group. So yeah, look, no nod. High vis, no nod. I think maybe those two things go hand in hand. And I don't know, has it died out because everyone else has stopped doing it, so you feel like a bit of an idiot doing it? Are people too focused on other things, like the dangers on the road ahead, not being destroyed by Doris on the way back from a Sunday roast using Nissan Micra for the first time this year? I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't really care, I'll be honest. There's some sheep by a pond. I don't really massively care about being nodded. I don't need the validation that I'm part of this group, but it is nice, and it always was just a thing I forgot about. Then you'd go out for a ride and oh yeah, everyone's saying hello. And when you go to Europe, everyone does the old peace sign as low as you can, so you can be extra cool by going, yo, how are you doing? That wasn't just an excuse to show off my lovely new Furigan, what they call Jack gloves. That's a weird name for gloves, isn't it? What do you do with your hand? Oh, let's call them Jack. Look, my little fluorescent inter-digits bits there. I nod at everyone. I nod at scooter riders if they're not a delivery rider. I nod kind of people with L plates on 125s. I nod at the police. I nod at just about anyone on two wheels because, well, it's nice to be nice, isn't it? Ooh. It doesn't cost anything to be nice. And yes, that mischief was because this is my first ride with my new boots on. I've got some Alpine Stars Tech 7s. I've gone full adventure bike cliche. They're brown. They're the enduro ones. I didn't realise there was a motocross one and an enduro one. The enduro ones have more grip on the bottom for walking around off the bike, which is a very polite marketing euphemism for picking your motorbike up out of a muddy puddle after you've just fallen off for the 5th time in 10 minutes. Yeah, I was always taught to nod, I think by my instructors, you know, be friendly to other motorcyclists. You're all out here in the wilds facing the dangers of people in cars and mud on the road. So, you know, say hello. It's an easy thing to do. Can't do it in a car unless you drive an MX-5 and you wink your headlights at someone if you've got Mark 1 MX-5 with pop-up headlights. But is it on the decline? Have you seen less of it? Let us know down in the comments. I'd like it to come back. I'd like everyone to be nodding. It does get a bit silly when there's a massive queue of bikes with convoy coming the other way and you feel a bit like, you know, one of those duck things that Homer Simpson has to press his keyboard at the nuclear power plant. If you don't enjoy nodding to other bikers, there is one way you can spice it up a bit. And that is, each time you nod, milady, milady. Pretend that you're an internet pervert and say milady. Sorry, I mean gentleman from the Wild West. Milady, not neckbeard from Reddit. Milady, milady, no, milady, no. But anyway, nodding. I think it should come back. Right, let's talk about the rest of this. I am full adventure bike I get told off for saying the wanker word. For adventure bike nonce? No, not I'll say that. Knob. I've got a new Furigan Montroc jacket. I like it. This is the first ride in it. I've also got new trousers from Furigan and these Tech 7 boots, which I bought because they were cheap from Dirt Bike Express. I've never used Dirt Bike Express before. They're essentially, I think, sports bike shop for off-roady stuff. And the service was very good. And they were half price. They were like 250 quid. Which was absolutely bargainous. But I forgot how stiff off-road boots are. And it's taken me a bit of adjustment to get used to changing gears and stuff. But anyway, it's Sunday. I'm out to get muddy, basically. I'm out to go and wipe off the bright white sheen. Hello. Hey, you nodded. You nodded. You didn't. You're on it. Yeah, you nodded. So yeah, no real point to this video other than I'm going to go bimble down a green lane. One that's got a bit of a river crossing, or a stream crossing. I think river's massively overselling it. It's not exactly like the Bosphorus. It's more like a brook. I parked a Porsche 911 Dakar in it last year. It felt a bit weird going green laning in a 500 horsepower, 220 grand Porsche 911, but it did it. It was fine. So hopefully the Tenere and its road tyres will be fine. Still not regretting my my decision. I will get my MT10 back in a couple of days probably, and I'll get on that and probably send the front wheel skywards amid a cloud of amazing cross-plane noise and think, what am I doing? But hey, I've got the boots now, and the boot fits. I'm going to wear it and do some adventure riding this year. We should talk about KTM. KTM this week basically said we're gonna be alright. They put out a press release saying we need something like 500,000, no, 500 million euros ish, I think, to pay off their, is it creditors? I think it's creditors, isn't it? I always get creditors and debtors the wrong way around. Basically, so they can carry on functioning. Then they're going to restart production, make some changes, and basically I think they're securing more funding so they can continue being a motorbike company, which is good news, which is great news. And I've actually been looking, don't tell Yamaha I've said this, although Jeff from Yamaha might be watching this. I have been looking at KTM 690 Enduros and the Husky 701 Enduros, because yeah, they're kind of a cross between an adventure bike and a dual sport kind of thing. So they would be lighter, 50 kilos lighter than this, which would be good off-road, but you know, single cylinder, no weather protection, rock hard seat for the motorway stuff, which is obviously less convenient. Obviously Michael Guy, well not obviously, Michael Guy's lovely man from Motorcycle News, he bought a 690 Enduro R a couple of years ago, and he's basically turned it into an adventure bike that can do slightly longer distances as well as being extremely capable off-road. So he's put a big rally tyre on it. So he's got like carbon fibre rally tyre, different headlights, better headlights, and obviously a bit more weather protection as well. And he's made a load of other little changes to it to make it just more comfortable on the road, as well as being good off-road. So they're quite tempting. They're quite cheap. They're about 7 grand second hand. And KTM singles, apart from the kind of clutch sleeve cylinder, seem to be pretty bulletproof. So if any of you have got any stories of KTM 690 singles, please weigh in and I'll listen to you. I think I'll probably stick with my Tenere, to be honest, but they are a tempting alternative if I'm not going to be doing any big road miles. So pipe up if you're in that club. And is the Husky one just the same as the KTM but with a softer throttle map? I should probably know. I think it is. Hopefully this isn't too muddy. There's a lot of horse shit. Right, let's turn the rear ABS off. It looks wet already. How is this wet? Everywhere else in the world is dry and sunny. I've just been up Box Hill with my kids this morning, and it's been lovely. Right, there we go. Right, relax the arms, Rudy. Oh yeah, this is all this was already super slidey and horrible. This is, oh well, I wanted to get muddy, didn't I? Let's choose this line. 1 second, thank you. Oh, these boots are, I need to adjust the gear lever. Oh, hello. Oh, a pheasant afternoon to you too. Oh yeah, hello. Oh, I can't actually feel the rear brake lever. So this used to be really tough down here, but it got graded a couple of years ago, and now it's just fairly simple track. But that's kind of what I'm after. I'm bored of saying I'm on road tyres in every one of these videos, but I will say it again, I'm on road tyres. Bit loose down here, this gravel. Oh yeah, the river crossing is barely a thing today. I say barely a thing, that was actually quite deep. At least I've got my boots muddy. Slidey. Still just think it's a lovely way to explore the countryside. That's about as much off-roading as you get in the UK in one go. That's a lie, but let's get a photo. Big dogs, do not enter. Well, I'm a big dog, so I won't enter. I'll respect your privacy. Look at these, it's nice having thin gloves. My hands are a bit chilly, it's 12 degrees, but look at that. Oh, I've got it muddy again, sorry Yamaha. Not sorry, that's what it's for. Well, I'm having a lovely time bimbling around. Yeah, since I parked up to take a few photos of the bike, I've met a lovely man walking his dog, talking about how no 4x4s come down here anymore because they've made it too straightforward. And I've met a lovely lady who's a horse rider, not on a horse, but complaining about being scared on her horse on the road by cyclists, not motorcyclists. Apparently her horse absolutely legged it with her clinging onto it for dear life yesterday because some cyclists silently whooshed past her with weird kind of like aerodynamic helmets on and scared the crap out of her, and her horse just bolted with her clinging onto it. So hey, motorcyclists, we're not always the enemy here. Everyone get along. Everyone be considerate, even if you're on unpowered two wheels. But anyway, I'm going to go and do some road riding now because I haven't really done enough miles on this. I feel a bit ashamed to take it back to Yamaha, the number of miles on it that I've currently got. It's amazing actually how much more confidence I've got with these boots on. If I do have to dab, I'm not too worried about twisting my ankle. I've got knee braces coming, so I will get some layup knee braces. And then my transformation into adventure bike idiot will be complete. Oh, look, puddle, got to go through the puddle. Oh yeah, exactly. Jeff at Yamaha saying please don't do that, Tim. A beautiful, balmy Sunday afternoon. We're nearly back, people. We are nearly back in the land of warmth and no misery. Half decent weather. Oh, I've never been this way, I'm going to go this way. Have you guys been out for a ride yet? Have you been out this year? I know lots of people have got their bikes at Vibe Nation this weekend, and with good reason. Oh, look at that. Leith Hill with its tower on top, the highest point in southern England or something like that. But interestingly, I've just spent a couple of days down in Land's End for work. I did a big car road trip down to Land's End, and we're mostly doing main roads, but nothing down there screamed bring your motorbike down here, because it just looked very busy even in the depths of February. Oh, someone's just collected one. Oh dear, that's a freshly ex-pheasanted pheasant. I can't remember the rules. Are you meant to pick it up and take it home and cook it, or are you meant to leave it? I can't really remember. Does only the person that mullered it with their Audi Q7 get to collect it? Answers in the comments, please. Oh look, there's a puddle. Let's clean my bike. There you go. Minty fresh, ready to go, back on sale. Now, some half interesting Yamaha itinerary news that I read this week. The German army, or part of the German army, has replaced, I think it's KTM motorbikes, with Tenere 700s. They've just put in a big order for T7s. Go Deutschland mit der Parallel-Zwilling. Don't know what twin, what's it? Zwilling, Parallel-Zwilling. Yeah, side by side, it's alright there, isn't it? Yeah, if you were in charge of our armed forces, who seem to be about to be needed more than ever, what motorbikes would you give the British Army? Last time I checked, they had horrible kind of off-road Harley-Davidson derived things from the 1980s. I don't know if that my information is probably quite out of date now. I'd probably give them some, I don't know, like KTM 500s, just to scare the crap out of all the soldiers. You fight better when you've nearly just looped a wheelie. Oh, it won't be long until cricket starts up again. F-Type Defender. Oh, is that a DB5? No, something old Aston Martin. 911 Cayman, F-Type. This is Surrey, people. Everyone's got their Sunday cars out. Well, not everyone. Someone had to buy a Corolla. There's another reason I don't really mind switching to a low-power adventure bike. This used to be a 60. It's now a 40. That's happened over winter. I'm pretty sure this used to be 60. I think it's now permanently 40. I know there's roadworks coming up, but yeah, those signs look new and permanent. Delightful. Anyway, there we have it. Quick look at Surrey on a sunny Sunday. Answers about nodding and what you're riding and whether you've ridden yet this year in the comments, please. Like this video if you've liked it. Absolute waffle. Wasn't going to film today, but here we are. Subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow I've got a Triumph Tiger 1200 coming. I've not ridden the new improved, supposedly vibe-free one. And I did really like the old bike, except the vibrations through the mirrors and the handlebars, which made it awful. So hopefully it's improved. I think I've asked for the GT one with the 19-inch rather than the 21-inch front. Or whatever, the more road-focused one. So we'll see how that goes. There'll be a first ride of that up in a couple of days. Until then, goodbye. So fluorescent.